it's your girl Ashanti Rashad reporting to you live with another video. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You missed my last video? What are you waiting for? The link is above my head. Please make sure to check out my last video along my social media under the description. Let's stay connected. I know you guys read the title, so without further ado, let's get into it.
You have heard that were inaccurate.
That I had said that they were wearing MAGA hats. I never said that. I didn't need to add anything like that. They called me a They called me a There's no which way you cut it. I don't need some MAGA hat as the cherry on top of some racist sundae. I've heard that it was a date gone bad, which I so resent that narrative. I'm not gonna go out and get a tuna sandwich at a salad to meet somebody. That's ridiculous. And it's offensive. Yes, there's Grindr. Yes, there's Jacked. Yes, there's all of these things, which I have not been on in years. I can admit that I was on that back in the day. I was single. You know what I'm saying? But I have not been on that in years. But aside from that, it's offensive. And I absolutely resent that narrative because it's bull. It's bull. And it's unfair. It's unfair to the investigation. It's unfair to, I hate this word, but it's unfair to the victim.
What were your injuries? What were
they did x-rays. I didn't have, it was reported that I had like fractured ribs or cracked ribs or something like that. That wasn't true. I was just in a lot of pain. You know, my clavicle was messed up. My rib was bruised, but nothing was cracked. Like I walked into the hospital. I walked out of the hospital.
Why do you think you were targeted?
I can just assume, I mean, I come really, really hard against 45. I come really, really hard against his administration. And I don't hold my tongue.
I want to ask you about Jussie Smollett.
I think that's horrible. It doesn't get worse, as far as I'm concerned.
Were you aware that he made that statement?
I saw it. I don't know what to say to that, you know? I appreciate him not brushing over it.
And there is no doubt in your mind what motivated this attack?
I could only go off of their words. I mean, who says empire, this MAGA country, ties a noose around your neck and pours bleach on you, and this is just a friendly fight? I will never be the man that this did not happen to. I am forever changed. And I don't subscribe to the idea that everything happens for a reason, but I do subscribe to the idea that we have the right and the responsibility to make something meaningful out of the things that happen to us, good and bad.
What do you feel people need to hear the most from this story?
I think that what people need to hear is just the truth. It's just the truth, because everybody has their own idea. Some are healing and some are hurtful. But I just want young people, young members of the LGBTQ community, young Black children to know how strong that they are, to know the power that they hold in their little pinky.
It's been 2 weeks since that night left actor Jussie Smollett bruised but not broken, and he's still processing the raw emotions. Have you ever been threatened before?
Yeah. I get threatened all the time on Twitter and Instagram and DMs and things like that. It's like, but, you know, I'm a public figure. I'm very outspoken. Sometimes maybe too outspoken, but it's who I am, you know? So I get the idea of pissing people off, that you're gonna rub people the wrong way.
In fact, the week before the attack, police confirm a letter was sent to the Fox studio in Chicago with threatening language and laced with powdery substance, likely Tylenol. Do you think there's a link between the letter and the attack? And you did mention it to the police right away about the letter.
Absolutely. Just because on the letter it had a stick figure hanging from a tree with a gun pointing towards it, with the words that said, "Smollett Jussie, you will die, Black." There was no address, but the return address said in big red, like caps, MAGA. Did I make that up too?
And despite lack of video surveillance footage, Smollett hopes to rewrite the narrative about that night, saying he fought back against his attackers and reported the incident after his creative director called 911.
He's supposed to be well-known requesting a report, and so the noose was placed over the friend's neck.
I want that video found so badly because for probably 4 reasons. Number 1, I want them to find the people that did it. Number 2, I want them to stop being able to say alleged attack. Number 3, I want them to see that I fought back. And I want a little gay boy who might watch this to see that I fought back. And it does not take anything away from people that are not able to do that. But I fought back. They ran off. I didn't.
What do you say to a young gay man, a young gay person?
To learn to fight. And I don't just mean like learn to fight. I mean, learn to fight. Learn to be a fighter. I am not advocating violence at all. So let's be clear about that. If you're gonna die, fight until you do. Because if you don't fight, you have no chance. I have fought for love. I'm an advocate. I respect too much the people who I am now one of those people who have been attacked in any way. You do such a disservice when you lie about things like this.
So this is my opinion of today's topic. It's very sad and unfortunate that Jussie had to go through this traumatic experience, and my thoughts and prayers is to him and his family as he goes through this. But the first step is to be upfront and honest and to let people know that he experienced this, or to be a voice for the voiceless that has been attacked. There's a lot of homosexuals that have been attacked for who they are. Me as a Christian, a lot of people, they think because you believe in a religion that you're going to automatically judge them. But for me, I don't judge people about their sexuality. I choose how my friendships goes with your personality. If you're just a not good person, then I'm just not going to mess with you. That has nothing to do with your sexuality. If you're a good friend to me, then I'm a good friend to you. And I feel like us as America, we want to feel like that we're the land of the free and home of the brave. But let's be real. Freedom is not free. We always have an opinion about everybody else's business, and then we get defensive if somebody says something about us. So that being said, I feel like we as a country, there's so much going on with these race wars, homophobic attacks, that we need to come together and love one another. And having all that energy that we have for hate, we need to turn that energy into love. Because like it says in the Bible, tomorrow is not promised. And we need to live like today is our last day and unite. And let's be united instead of divided. Hey, it was your girl Ashanti Rashad. If you made it this far to the video, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. Please let me know what you guys think of today's topic, as well as let me know in the comments below what other future topics you want to see. See you next time. Peace.